Hello, it's break time, and here's the LEGO Modular Town Hall set. This set is for ages 14 plus and is numbered 10224 and has 2,766 pieces. I bought this as a used set, and it comes with a sand-colored base plate and 3 instruction booklets. This set comes with 8 minifigures, and the first is a groom in a black and white suit wearing a top hat. The second's a bride wearing a white wedding dress and carries a bouquet of flowers. And next we have a member of the press, a female reporter, and on her shirt is a name tag saying press. And she's holding onto a large flash camera. And next up we have a boy, and he's holding onto an ice cream. And next we have a girl wearing an orange top and red bottoms, and she's holding onto a magnifying glass. And this is the mayor. He's in a blue striped suit, he's holding onto a brown briefcase and has grey hair. And this minifigure is the mayor's secretary. She has a stylish hairpiece and wears a grey jacket with purple bottoms. And the last minifigure is the janitor. He's in a blue suit, wears a blue ball cap, and carries a brown broom. And that's all 8 minifigures. Now to start building the town hall. And we're starting with the ground level. And this is the speaker's podium. Here we're building a little white statue or bust. And next to it is a bench. And this part here is an office with a red cabinet and a desk with a computer and a $100 bill. Here we're building the back door along with some vines. And here we're building the elevator. Here we're building the front windows and the main door to the town hall. Here are the 4 marble columns in front of the town hall. Here's a pair of lamps. And here's the front facade of the building. Now to add some finishing touches to the sidewalk. And that's the completed build of the first level. And now onto level 2. Here we're building a small reception area for the secretary. And this part is the mayor's office. And that's the completed build of level 2. And now into level 3. And here we're building the boardroom with the main table and 6 seats. And here we're building a few accessories including a plant and a globe. Here's a flower bed in front of the window. And this is the mayor's chair in the boardroom. And that's the completed build of the 3rd level of the town hall. And now to finish building the roof. And this part says 1891. And now to start building the clock tower. And here's a ladder on the inside of the clock tower. And that's the completed roof of this building. And now to place it on top. And that's the completed build of this town hall set. Now to take a closer look at a few of its features. And we'll start with the most attractive feature of the exterior of the building, the main entrance. The main entrance has a classical architectural style where there are 4 white columns resting on the steps. And there are additional moldings called entablatures sitting above each column. And above the columns rests a triangular pediment. And here we can see that there are additional sculpted details within the pediment. And the centerpiece is a coat of arms with brown laurels, and these are made by a shield piece and croissant pieces. And here there are a set of dark green double doors that leads into the building, and interestingly they cannot be fully opened. On each side of the main entrance are a pair of potted plants, and on the sidewalk is a single white street lamp. And the last thing to point out on this first level are the grey walls and the arched windows. Now moving on to the exterior of the second level. And the centerpiece here is this balcony with curved handrails where a mayor can give his speech at. And we'll just place the mayor there for now. And on both sides of the balcony are more arched windows, and in front of each window are some flower boxes. And now moving on to the third level. And the centerpiece here is this main window, in front of which is a larger flower box. And the windows on the third level are framed by round arches. And here we can see the numbers 1891 at the very top of the building. And there are several grey pieces used to add exterior details to this top level of the building. And now moving on to the roof. Here the main feature is this clock tower. The clock tower is framed by dark grey design pieces and has arched windows on its side walls. And sitting above the clock is a grey bell. The bell is framed by nice white arches on all sides. And there's a black ladder that leads up to the bell from inside the clock tower. And the last thing to point out here are these pair of curved sunroofs that are made of transparent garage door pieces. On the back wall of the building are more columns of white windows. And this green door is the back entrance into the town hall, and next to it is a single black lamp. And on this side of the back wall is a single creeping vine. And that's everything on the outside of the building. Now let's take a look at its interior. And this is the inside of the ground level. And here we can see the pair of green double doors that leads into the building. The main entrance leads into a small lobby with black and white checkered floors, and immediately next to it is a green door leading into a small office. This office has a stack of red cabinets with white drawers. There's a single desk with a computer, a small lamp, and a $100 bill on it. And I believe the office is known as the tax office, where the citizens pay their taxes. Now moving on from the tax office, here we come to the main auditorium. In the middle of the auditorium is a white speaker's podium, and I just pulled that out so that you can have a closer look at it. It also has a coat of arms that is similar to the one that's hanging above the main entrance to the town hall. And this is where the mayor can have a town hall meeting with its citizens. And the back entrance to the town hall, which we saw earlier, leads into this auditorium. And moving on from the auditorium, we come to this elevator lobby. And that black door is the elevator. And there's a sand-colored bench next to the elevator where one can rest at. And next to the bench is this small white bust on a pedestal of someone important. Now this here is the elevator shaft, and within the shaft is a movable platform which a minifigure can stand on. And holding onto this gray piece, the elevator can be moved up and down, transporting the minifigures to the different levels of this building. And on the back wall are these small black pieces that host the elevator at the different levels of the building. And here's level 2 of the town hall. And once again we see the black door, that's the elevator. And next to the door are a pair of gold elevator buttons. And there we have the minifigure just arriving on the second level. And in front of the elevator is a small reception area. And here we see a small clear vase with a yellow flower and a piece of mail sitting on the table. And this is where the mayor's secretary would be working. Next to the secretary's desk is a small hallway. And here we can see a nicely designed carpet. And there's a clear door leading out to the balcony where the mayor can address his citizens. And next up we're going to look at this mayor's office. This is a corner office with a nicely built desk with a golden lamp and a gray frog on it. And there's a large blue armchair for the mayor to rest on. And above the chair is this little picture of a ship on the wall. And there's also a small seat in front of the desk for any visitors. That's a pretty neat office. Now outside the mayor's office is this wooden handrail. And looking over the handrail, a minifigure can watch what's happening in the auditorium below. And that's everything in level 2. And now to look at the inside of level 3. And this level is the conference room. And once again there's an elevator that lands at this level. There's a large meeting table with 6 seats. And a larger armchair again for the mayor at the head of the table. In the corners of the room are a couple of indoor plants. And sitting in this corner is a globe that can be rotated. And it has a pretty accurate map of the world. And here's showing the Americas. And as I rotate it again, it shows Asia, Europe, Africa, and Australia on the other side. And now we have an important meeting going on with all the important people working in the town hall. And the last thing to point out is this hidden ladder in the elevator shaft that gives access to the roof. And that ladder leads up to this trapdoor that sits in the corner of the roof. And that's the end of my video on this LEGO Modular Town Hall set. I hope you enjoyed watching it. What are your thoughts about this set? Please leave me your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you soon next break time. Goodbye.